Hi, I'm Mrs. Siegel. I am the Charleston High School visual arts teacher, and I wanted to let you know about all of the art classes that are available to you next year. So I currently offer 4 classes, but I'm going to be combining 2 of them, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. Next year, you will have the opportunity to take either sculpture and craft, which is currently called 3D art and craft, or pottery, or 2D art and design. Now, right now, I have 2 separate classes. There's 2D art and design and drawing and painting, but I've decided that there's so much overlap between them that I'm going to combine them and just offer more sections. But for all of these classes, you can take them more than 1 year so that you can develop your skills. Or if there's a certain class and a certain medium that you really, really enjoy and you feel that 1 year is not enough, then you can take 1 or 2 or 3 years. So, as far as what the classes are like, sculpture and craft is really good for students who like to work with their hands. Maybe you don't love drawing or you don't love painting, or you might, and you might like it all. And sculpture and craft, we do things that are 3 dimensional. So we might work with cardboard or paper mache or plaster, but we'll also do functional things like fiber arts and jewelry and stained glass or mosaics. It can get a little bit dangerous because we do sometimes work with things that are hot or sharp. So if that is kind of a turnoff to you, then there are some other classes. Pottery is all clay all the time for the most part, and first semester focuses on hand building. So reviewing pinch pots and coils and slabs, and different types of decorations and textures. And then second semester focuses more on developing skills on the pottery wheel. As far as 2D art and design, that is great for students who enjoy drawing or want to learn how to paint better. You are allowed to bring your own personal style into it, but it is a class that is designed to help you learn realism. So, shading and creating space and depth and textures and learning how to control media. So, there are some students that they have a certain style and they aren't comfortable stepping outside their comfort zone. And that is something that I am going to ask you to do, but I never want you to completely sacrifice your own personal style or your own personal interests. You can always bring that to the table. So, again, each class can be taken more than once, and I like to offer a combination of opportunities for skill building as well as creative problem solving. So there are some hard skills that I want you to learn and some techniques and some objectives that I'll want you to meet, but I will always give you lots of choices for how you do that. There isn't a whole lot of homework or tests. There might be some here and there, but the grades are based more on your process and your effort and your planning and your growth, and less on your talent or the final product. The final product is important and talent is awesome, but I would say that your grade is based on probably 60 to 70% process and planning and only 30 to 40% of the final product. So if one of your projects is just a total epic fail, that doesn't mean that you're going to fail the class. All right. Also, we have an art show at the end of the year, which is a lot of fun. It's kind of science fair format where you can set up the table and it's pretty laid back and people come around and they look at the artwork, but it's not like you have to get up and perform or do a speech or anything like that. So yeah, the classes are a lot of fun. There is a lot of work involved and you are expected to try, but if you try and you do the work, you're going to pass. If you put in more effort, then you are much more likely to get a B or an A. And at the end, you'll have some really cool things to show for it. So I hope that you consider signing up for an art class either next year or sometime in the future, and I will see you soon.